I think it's fair to say that if it's not for Fermilab, I would not be here as a staff scientist at Lawrence Berkeley Lab. I am now involved in the Debye neutrino experiment. Debye is a reactor neutrino oscillation experiment specifically designed to measure the last unknown neutrino mixing angle, theta 13. Fermilab is currently embarking on a very ambitious project planning for the future long baseline neutrino oscillation experiment. If it turns out that value of theta 13 is large, that would be sufficient, in fact a very strong case, to push forward to study CP violation in the neutrino sector.
Fermilab has a real opportunity to reinvent its role in this vast field, and that's happening right now, and it's exciting.
And CDMS is in a bit of a transition right now. We're going from analyzing data that's already been taken to trying to plan a new experiment in another site.
It means that there's a lot of opportunity for people who do work on an experiment like Minerva to play a significant role in a particular analysis, to sort of own an analysis, if you will.
I have responsibilities as far as monitoring the data that's coming out of the existing experiment, but also planning and managing the next experiment.
There are so many exciting possibilities awaiting the lab in the next 10, 15, 20 years.
It also showed me how I have to interact with people on a global international scale in a big particle physics experiment.
There's a lot of international presence here. There are people who work at Fermilab who come from all over the world.
People come from different cultures. They have different ways of looking at the same problem, and they sometimes have different ways of finding a solution for it.
Because of its diverse culture, it's given to you for free, and it's hard to miss it.
We all want to know how the universe works and how these interactions and particles that we study, how they play in that picture.
There's plenty of things to do here at Fermilab, both in your scientific career and also in your personal life.
It's typically going to be important that you have an opportunity to do real physics analysis and publish results within that time.
But I could vividly remember what it was like to be a postdoc, and then had the experience of going through the faculty interviews and realizing that, yeah, I must have learned something. I must have been really well prepared going through this process, because now, rather than being daunting, it's exciting to go off and talk to a bunch of new physicists.
You know, to transition from graduate student as a postdoc is one of the few opportunities in your career you can do something different.
If you are good, if you develop confidence, you're gonna shine whatever you are.
Being indispensable to some project that's ongoing, that's a good way to get yourself hired.
As a postdoc, you just have to keep your eyes open.
And just follow your heart. Do what you like and what you think you'll be interested and happy doing.
And I feel like I have some real opportunities going into the next stage of my career.
For somebody who's shy like me, it's been a good experience to try to, get out and be more social.
In the end, I thought that this was really the place to be.
I think it was a fantastic experience.
Make a significant contribution.